Hi, everyone, and welcome to our weekly webinar today, July 10th. We are so happy and so excited that you're here with us. I just want to make sure that you have a place that you can write down everything that we're going to be learning today. So just grab either, is it your notebook or just a piece of paper where you can write down all of these tips. And here with us is Angela Rodriguez, who has prepared this amazing presentation. So hi, Angela.
Hi, thanks, Cynthia. So yeah, let's talk about some ideas for your business this week. We have lots of information coming your way. So yeah, be ready to take some screenshots, take some notes. We're going to be talking about a brand new set that has been created for us to really help us with our one-click shopping experiences, with workshop ideas, and it's the relaxation kit for kids. So you've probably seen that in this month's promotions, et cetera. And we're going to talk about that new set and a lot of information so that you have tons of ideas of how to share that and demonstrate that for your customers. For our business tools today, we'll talk about our needs cards by topic, how to find them easily, and why they are so powerful for our business. For our sales tips, we're going to talk about planning a kids care workshop and how you can really bring that to life, how you can plan all the steps, but also make it interesting and interactive for your audience. And then for tech tips, I'm just going to show you just a really simple way to put together quick videos using those Canva tools that we've been working on in June and July. You can take a lot of the skills that you've already learned and put them into a short video that you can post in stories or reels on Instagram. Some of these would work for TikTok as well. It kind of depends on what kind of content you're looking for. So, and then we'll wrap up with our time-sensitive reminders. So let's talk about this new set. I'm really excited about this. This is the relaxation set that's created for kids. And the reason why this was made is because so many families really have a hard time with getting restful sleep for their children and for themselves. Bedtime is a struggle. And a lot of kids, they end up kind of overstimulated during the day. They can end up overtired. They're not quite ready to wind down. And we can help teach our customers these simple ways, these simple things to build into their bedtime routines to make them much more enjoyable and much more effective, because sleep is super important, right? For growing children, they need their rest so that their bodies are regenerating and recreating all these cells that they need to keep growing, but also just so that they're in a better mood and so that the adults can get some rest at the end of the day as well. So you may have noticed that after a day in which your children are really active, right? There's a birthday party, you're out at the park or you're out camping, you're out doing something, they can end up at the end of the day, they've kind of used up all of their energy and they're either revved up with their second wind of just there's grasping at straws for energy at the end of the day. They can end up cranky. They might have a hard time winding down and get their body into that peaceful state so that they can fall asleep. And one thing that we talk about a lot is a warm bath with our Melissa Bath Essence. At the end of the day, that can really help, especially on these overstimulated days where their body, their brain has just been going. It helps it bring it all back down so that their body is in a good place to get some rest. So with Melissa Bath Essence, Melissa, it's also called lemon balm, right? So this is an herb with a really fresh, sweet aroma. My girls, when I put this in my girls' bath, they notice it right away. You can smell it from the hallway as they're walking into their bathroom. They're like, "Oh, it's the stuff in the bath." They don't care what it's called. They just know that it smells great and it makes them feel better. So it's really sweet, really fresh, perfect for kids. This bath essence has also been reformulated, so that it's really gentle for kids' skin. So you'll have chamomile and lavender essential oils and Melissa extract in this, all really calming for the skin and for our emotions. And this is going to help our kids relax and get ready for bedtime. It's important not only to recover energy for the next day, but also because those hormones for healthy growth, those are secreted while our kids are sleeping. So the important sleep, enough sleep and good quality sleep is really, really important for the kids and for the adults taking care of the kids, right? So think of this as ideal for babies and hyperactive children or just children in general, because let's face it, they are all very active. Ideal for slowing our system down before bedtime, ideal for lowering body temperature, and really talk to your customers about this is ideal for calming down after a busy day. I know after we've had a birthday party or something like that, we need an extra step in our routine to get the kids calmed down and ready for bed. And this is a part of hydrotherapy, right? So there are a lot of different ways that we can use this. I'm going to show you a few of them. So remember, if this is an adult taking a bath, 1 to 2 capfuls of this in a warm bath is perfect. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes. You can plug the drain in your shower and absorb through your feet so that the water accumulates. You just put a capful at the bottom of the bathtub or the shower area, plug so that it fills with water a little bit, and you'll get that great absorption through your feet and from the vapors with the steam. A foot bath, a half capful or a capful in a foot bath, and let them soak for 15 to 20 minutes. It's also great for absorption. And again, this aroma it's sweet and delicate, but it's also powerful. Like, you will smell it even from a foot bath. It's a great aroma. And you can even do it. You might have a family who says something like, you know what, I don't have time for baths at my house. I do want my kids to be calm, but they're big now. They don't really want to sit in a bath for 15 to 20 minutes. You can also do this with a compress, like a warm compress, half a capful in a dish of warm water. Grab a cloth to get that wet in that solution, put it on the back of the neck, on, you can put it wherever they're going to get good absorption and relaxation that way as well. Just remember that when we are using this with kids, we're using it in smaller amounts. So cut these in half. Like, if you're doing a kids care workshop, you're going to tell them half a capful of their Melissa Bath Essence in a warm bath for their kiddos, etc. So just make sure that you're using those smaller portions of or smaller ratios of your products for when we're working with kids. Yes. Okay, so lavender essential oil is also in this new relaxation set, and we know that we use this for a million things, right? Like bug bites, repellent, etc. We use it for so many different things. So it's really versatile, really useful. It's something that everyone should have at home. Its aroma calms our nerves, anxiety, and stress. It helps us to fall asleep when it's difficult to kind of slow our brain down. And its wonderful properties on the skin make it great for first aid for burns, bug bites, etc. And remember that lavender is one of the few pure essential oils that you can put directly on your skin. You want to do it in small amounts, but it can go directly on a bug bite, directly on a burn. It can go right on there, just like tea tree can. Yes. Okay, so when we are using lavender essential oil, we're talking about how it relieves burns, eczema, diaper rash, bug bites, etc. on our skin. On an emotional level, it lessens anxiety. It's very calming and relaxing, promotes restful sleep. And promotes restful sleep, right? So that's a huge need that you'll be talking about when you're doing a kids care workshop. Okay, so when you're trying to give your customers ideas about how to use their lavender oil, you want a screenshot of this screen because there's a lot of different ideas. But tell them they can put a couple drops of on the pillow, like directly on the pillow. It's non-staining and it's nice and gentle on their skin, right? So it can be right on the pillow so that they're breathing it in. You can try a relaxing massage on neck, shoulders, and back. With kids, I would put this in like the Aroma Blends lotion. It would be a good way to use this for a massage. Breathe it in before going to the dentist or the doctor to calm the nerves that go along with those doctor's visits. For burns, put your burn under cold water immediately and then apply a couple of drops of used lavender essential oil right to the burn to comfort the skin. It's amazing. Like, it stops like it takes away the burning sensation. It doesn't blister as much. That is I'm kind of a clumsy cook, so I use that a lot for that. Place a couple of drops on the skin to repel mosquitoes. So it helps relieve the itching from bug bites, but also repel more bugs from coming to bite you. Make a compress in ice water to decongest the skin after overexposure to the sun. So if you're dealing with sunburns and things like that, it can also help calm the skin with that cooling effect of an icy compress. Add to a used bath foam or a used shower gel. Remember, don't put this in with regular soap in the bath or anything like that, because regular soap will kind of break apart the essential oils properties. Place inside drawers to add that aroma to your clothes, but also to keep moths away. So like just putting a couple drops of this like on little cotton balls and sticking them in the corner of the drawers of your dresser is really nice. So everything smells nice and fresh, but also keeping moths away. The same thing in your closet. You can put a couple of drops on the hooks. Like if you have like the velvet clothes hangers or something like that, you can put that on your clothes hangers to repel moths and have that lovely aroma in your closet. So if you're working on content for social media or for a workshop and you want to talk about a million ways to use lavender, take a screenshot of this, right? How quickly can you go through those uses? It really builds the value of this little bottle of oil that's going to go a long way and work for all these different things. Okay, and then the last piece to this relaxation set is the Aroma Blends body mist. So this is really nice. The main active ingredient in the body mist is echinacea, which is great for stimulating our immune system response, helping us kind of give that boost so that we're not getting sick as often, etc. But also this is going to help give us this really, like the little bottles that come with this, give us a really fine mist so that our solution stays in the air. And it's going to be different than just mixing our oils with water, right? So they're going to be more in this solution that's going to we're going to be able to use it for longer, and we're not going to be like vigorously shaking to try to get that solution to stick in with the water. So this is really great. It's ideal for preparing in these small 10 ml spray bottles. You can put them in each room of your home based on what you need. You can keep them in your bag. These are really handy. The bottle itself comes with 2 of these little 10 ml spray bottles. It's very light, comforting, and refreshing to spray on your body. Provides those extra protective properties of echinacea that help boost our immune system response. It's just really practical and natural way to create a quick aroma in your space, right? So sometimes if you don't have time to set up your diffuser, or you just need like a quick burst of something, this is really handy. Remember that in these little bottles that it comes with, first we're going to put our 6 drops of essential oil in there. So in this set, it would be the lavender essential oil, but you can also share how people can make different blends, and just make sure you're doing 6 drops total. It might be 3 drops of an oil, 2 drops of another oil, 1 drop of another. That's a great way to blend them in these. And then you fill up the rest of the bottle with your Aroma Blends body mist, so that you're not accidentally spilling the oil, so that you don't run out of the room for the oils. Oils first, and then the body mist on top, and then you're good to go. You also will want to show people how to like kind of grab your bottle and just kind of mix the solution like this. They don't have to get too crazy shaking it. Just have them put it in their hand and just mix the solution like this so that it is dispersed in that body mist, okay? And as always, remind them to keep this in a place away from the sun, away from the light, so that their oils stay, in that solution for longer and don't get broken up by sunlight. And again, like I said, just go into your resources in your app, and you can look up that Aroma Blends brochure that's available in there, and you can get all kinds of kind of like recipes, right, of different blends that they can use with this same body mist. Super fun, and people like to be able to have different blends for their different spaces in their home. Okay, so where can they mist this? You can mist it directly on your body. This is a carrier, right? So it's a carrier for them to mist their oils right on their body. You can mist it on a tissue and then breathe it in from a tissue. You can put it on bedding, non-staining, on the curtains, or just in the air wherever you are. Or this is great to have in a vehicle as well. Like if you have a long road trip, I've been using either our Aroma Care mist, I use Eucosol mist, or I can have a custom mist with this where I mist it in the car, and it kind of gives us a boost when we're driving for a long time. So really great for those small spaces and easy to take along with you. So lots of ideas for how to share information about this new set with your customers, with your social media outreach. Go ahead and just jot down what are some of the main ideas that you're going to use to share with people in your network this week. And we're also going to talk about, okay, how do we plan a kids care workshop and really bring this new set to more families and help them with getting better rest at their home? Remember, we talked about this a little bit last week too, like keep your workshop planning simple and consistent so that you can repeat that system every week and have a workshop every week. Do simple things like make sure you have your availability and time commitment set up so that you can set a specific day and time for your workshop and try to stick to that, right? So find a time where you can really set aside a chunk of time to prep and perform your demonstration. For a lot of us, that will be virtual. For some of you, it might be live, but find a time that will work for you every week. Try to have few exceptions to that. For preparation, plan your topic. Make sure you have the materials that you need, like the used products that you need. Make sure you order those ahead of time. Send out those personalized invitations and reminders to people. Prepare your workshop. If you need ideas, make sure you go into your virtual office and go to Spa Tools, and there's tons of guides for different topics. That's a great place to get started. Prepare your products ahead of time, and then you're good to go, right? Now, when you're actually performing your demonstration, just make sure you're kind of aware of the time. How much time do you plan to dedicate to each section of it? And then just keep it simple, right? So we're aware of how much time, how many minutes do we plan to dedicate to each of these sections? How many minutes am I going to spend on my welcome? Thank you for joining me. This is who I am. Include your hook of like, here's the need that we're going to talk about today. Here's why this is important. Share a little bit of information about use, maybe like what makes this company special. Things like they've been around for over 90 years, pharmaceutical grade essential oils power all of our products. It's really Swiss herbal remedies that have been around for a long time that are really effective and really great. Give your demonstration of the products. It's good to start with like 3. This is why a lot of our sets have 3 products in them. That's kind of like the magical number for people's brains. So try to demonstrate 3 to 5 products. Tell a little bit about what needs do they cover, what are their benefits. Sometimes it's helpful to talk about their yield. Like you're going to get like 40 uses out of this by doing this routine, etc. So give the information about 3 to 5 products. And then at the end, wrap up with what are some other opportunities with used. If you're interested, you can always just purchase the set from me as a customer. We can set you up as a host to share a link and some information with people that you know, like social selling, so that you can earn some used products with host rewards, or you can join and get great discounts and share them with other people. Like kind of just give that quick overview of the opportunities available. Ask them questions, let them ask you questions, start that conversation, share testimonials from specific situations, close up with a call to action. This set is on sale through this date, or if you order today or tomorrow, I'm offering this extra incentive, things like that. Try to have something that encourages them to wrap up their sale right away. Okay, again, take a screenshot if this is something that will help you get rolling with having a weekly a weekly workshop available for your customers. It's really easy to do this and to just keep it consistent every week. Okay. Now, I also want to show you just a quick demonstration. Like if I were doing a kids care workshop this week for my customers, a few things that I would do to try to bring these products to life, right? So especially if we're doing this virtually and our customers can't smell it, which is that's the hard thing, right? A few ways to make the products come to life are to do like physical demonstrations of how the products work. So for example, if I were doing the Melissa Bath Essence, right? And I want to demonstrate this as part of my workshop. I've already done an introduction of who I am. I've done a hook about like how important it is to get our kids to get restful sleep. It's important so that they can keep growing, so that their immune system is nice and strong to fight off illness, etc. Like I'm talking about the importance of sleep for our kids. That's my hook. Then I'm going to talk about Melissa Bath Essence. I would have, especially if you're doing this live where people can smell it, a dish with warm water and a little bit of the Melissa Bath Essence in it so that they can see there's no like coloring in there that's gonna, be weird for your kids. You can see like the little vapors and you can describe the aroma for them, but it's a way to bring it to life. How a little bit goes a long way. And this is just like a magical, sweet, fresh aroma that everyone in your family can enjoy. Give some testimonials about, the last time I was at a birthday party, my kids, when we got home, were just so out of their routine. It took a really long time to get them back, settled back down. So we made sure to make 15 minutes. We set aside 15 minutes for a bath. As soon as they walk in the bathroom, you could tell their faces are like changing, right? They're like, oh, what is that? And they get all excited about their Melissa Bath Essence, right? So try to share some storytelling about that product. Then for your lavender, maybe you have like a stuffy, okay? And you're showing how, well, it's super easy. If this is something they're already snuggled up with, like their pillow, their blankie, their stuffy, you can put a couple drops right on there. It's not even gonna stain, and it's super easy for you at bedtime. Or if you need your kiddos to like sleep during a long car ride and you want to have the mist around, or you want to spray this on their pillow, or you want to spray this, on the back of their neck or something, you put your 6 drops, your 10 mils, and you show them how easy it is to mix up this blend, and they're ready to go to take this along with them. So, or how they can spray this on them to help with some natural bug repellent, etc. So you really want to kind of show them in live action ways, right? Like how they can use these so that they can imagine it in their own routine and see how easy it is to incorporate them. Okay, we'll say bye to the stuffy. Okay, so, but just having those visuals are going to have like their attention will perk, and they'll be able to listen to you better as you explain those 3 products. Yes, any questions? Or if you have any other ways that you have demonstrated any of the products from this kid care set, go ahead, the kids care, the relaxation set for kids, go ahead and share that in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. And also, as you're planning your workshop, we really recommend doing a little bit of reflection on your goals, right? So if you are planning a workshop, that should be working you towards your goals for the month. What is your goal for income this month and for personal sales? How much do you want to earn? How much money covers your basic expenses that you need to be able to pay for in your own life? And just do an example of the math. Okay, let's say you are a consultant and you can put 6 hours a week towards your business. You want to earn $500 during the month, so that you can get that extra bonus. You can get that 30% commission instead of the 20%, right? The 25%. So your personal sales, let's say your personal sales, if you want to earn $500 in commissions for the month, your personal sales have to be at $1,700. And then your group sales, well, you're a consultant, so your group sales aren't really going to matter with that, right? However, if you are a leader and you are able to put in, let's say, 15 hours a week, and you want to earn $1,000 from your used business that month, your personal sales goal would be $1,500 and your group sales goal would be $5,500. And just using what our income is, what our commission is based on those goals, this would be a really easy way to set your personal goal using your 25% commission or your 30% commission if you have over $500 in personal sales, or you're with adding in your bonuses as a team leader to get up to 40% commission. Again, you're just doing a little bit of simple math with multiplication and division so that you can make some really specific goals for how many workshops am I doing this month? What are my goals for each one? How can I break that down by each week? And that will help you reach your goals. Okay, so do a little math. It can be helpful to have a number in this like format so that you know what you're going for, and it helps us stay motivated to keep creating content and keep doing those demonstrations for our customers as well. Okay, and then the last tool that we wanted to share with you today is the needs cards. So we want to talk about needs cards. And again, this isn't a new thing, but just remember that that is a tool that comes with our consultant kit that is really important. Our needs cards do a lot of important things for connecting with our customers and bringing our content to life. They give us that visual impact. So people's brains light up when they see images, right? So even if you're holding your needs card in front of, and I was going to grab mine and I forgot them over at my other desk, but if you hold them up in front of one of your videos, it's going to help grab the customer's attention, right? They clearly communicate the needs that we're going to talk about in a list form, right? So it's really easy for people to see what we're going to talk about in a really quick, concise way to decide if they want to continue watching our content. It's also great for like if you're at an expo or something like that, having those out. It's a great conversation starter for people to say, oh, I have this thing, tell me about this, right? For lasting memory, the visual plus concise wording is really great for people's memory so that they're going to keep thinking about that conversation or that content, and remember to make a purchase later if it is something that's going to meet their needs. And also there's just tons of versatility with these. So they have a really big range of topics that we can share with our customers. Think of it as visual attraction. Sight is one of the most powerful senses, and using images that represent what our products are going to do can be really powerful in attracting our target audience. And instant communication, right? So images are like, here's what I'm going to talk about right now. If they have an image versus having to listen to us give like our spiel, like as we start talking in our content and our demonstrations and our workshops, it's a way to like get that communication started immediately. And images are just really impactful in terms of emotional response, etc. So these are beautiful, they're professionally made, they're concise, and they're going to help you start lots of conversations with your customers in person and expos online, etc. in a really easy way. Okay, and remember that as you're putting these to work, they are organized by topic. So your cards that are blue are going to talk about emotional well-being. The green ones are talking about physical well-being. The yellow ones are skin and body care. The purple are aromatherapy, right? So different aromatherapy blends and options. And then the kind of grayish brown ones are for the business opportunity. So depending on what your focus is, you can look for those colors, keep them easily organized. You can even match those up with the the product, the quick reference guide, that little brochure that's about this big, you'll notice that that's all color coded the same as your cards. So it's just really easy system to connect with your customers, give them that information, point them to where they need to go, etc. Okay, you even, and remember that we do have a virtual copy of those needs cards. If you go to your consultant app and click on the needs cards button, you fill out the information of who you are as the consultant, what kind of topic you want, etc. And then you, at the bottom, it says send invitation via, and you can copy a link or send it directly through WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. So that whoever you are sending this to, they receive it like a little survey with the needs cards in their beautiful visual presentation, and people can click on the needs that they have, and then they submit that and you get a copy of their survey responses. So there are so many different ways to use those needs cards, put them to work in opening up conversations with your customers. And I know we talk about them all the time, but we just need that reminder, right? Because otherwise they end up in a box somewhere. So we need that reminder of these powerful tools that we all have available to us from our consultant kit. Okay. All right, so think about that. Maybe jot that on your to-do list for your kids care topic if you're doing that this week. Pull out a few of those cards that relate to our kids care sets, and you can use them in your content. Okay, and then our last thing today, we're just going to briefly go over, oops, and I didn't change it on my slide, sorry. We're going to do a Canva review, but how to take the tools that we've learned and put them into short videos. So when we're making simple videos, usually we're making videos that are like in that rectangular format to post in our stories to Instagram and Facebook, or reels, maybe reels for Instagram and Facebook. Some of these could even be used for TikTok, but there's a really simple way to kind of put together short clips using tools that we already have in Canva and videos that we take of ourselves, for example, or of our lifestyle. And you can put those pieces together really easily and create a short little video that you can post. So if you are creating a video for Instagram stories, remember that those get divided up by 15-second segments. So if you're posting right to Instagram and you post something longer, Instagram will cut it into 15-second segments. Yeah, but it's also just a good idea to try to keep these brief, right? So they're kind of to just hook, they're kind of to hook people in, have them check out your profile and see more information there, right? So in your stories, try to keep it brief. Think of 15 seconds as a good goal. Or it could be 30 or 45, you know, whatever you need, but it's going to get broken up into 15-second segments automatically by the app. And if you're doing Instagram Reels, those are usually 15 to 60 seconds. It will cut you off. So you cannot post a 3-minute video to Instagram Reels. It will get cut off after 60 seconds. Yes. So just keep those numbers in mind as you are creating your videos. And then let me take you over to Canva, and I'm just going to show you a really easy way to put these pieces together. And when I put them together, I'm going to think of it in a step of 5 things. First, I'm going to have some kind of content that is a hook and a personal connection. So this should be something with my face and a customer need on it. It should be like a little clip of me using the product or me doing something, or just like something personal that talks about a customer need that should stop the scroll and get people to stay there. That's my first step. The middle 3 pieces should be something that describes the products or the benefits or does the demonstration, right? So 3 details. And then at the end, some kind of call to action that has a direct product link or leave space for a direct product link, so that we can kind of put that all together so that people do something with the information that we've just shared with them. So when I go into Canva, and I'm going to pull up my annotating tools here again so you can see a little bit better. And I'm not going to do an entire video for you because it does take a little bit more time, right? It is a little bit more intense, but you are using tools that you already have, which is really nice. So let's go. We normally have been starting with templates, so we'll start there just because that's what we've been doing. And I'm going to say the focus of my video to be something with lavender or relaxation. I'm going to go up into the search. I'm going to go templates, search term lavender. Yes. And what we've been doing is going to all filters and choosing something to kind of narrow down our search. So here I'm going to go to social media. Instagram Reels is a good place because then we know it's like a video format. They do have TikTok videos created as well. So Instagram Reels, you can choose your style, your theme, etc. And I'm going to click on free because I use the free account. Apply. Yes. So here I can kind of get like a starting point. If I see something that I think I could use part of this video in my content. I'm going to click on that, customize this template, and I already have a starting point, which is really nice, right? So what I will do, notice that my toolbar is all the same. The only thing I'm doing now is I'm working with clips instead of images, right? So here on the bottom in my workspace, I can add, they call it pages. I can add pieces down here. Then I can add content to each one of those. Yes. So first, my template is going to be here, relaxation, something. I'll change my text for whatever my topic is. Okay. And I will want to add, I'm going to take this and drag one of these blank ones over here. At the beginning, I would go into my uploads. You might do this from your phone, and I would upload a video of myself that's related to this topic, right? Because I want people to see my face. I want to bring them in a personal, connecting way. I want to add a short clip of myself, maybe using lavender or breathing it in, something like that, that's going to have some text and a video, like a video of me using it, right? So that's going to be my hook that brings people in. And then maybe I use this format and I talk about some of the uses of lavender. So I might say, let's see, restful sleep. Maybe I make a copy of this. Ooh, I'm going to right click on it and duplicate it. And then I'm going to do another one that is first aid. Ooh, and now I find that I want to change the video that goes behind this. Now, that's really easy to do. Remember in Elements where we were grabbing images, graphics, videos, shapes, arrows, etc. All we do is we go to Elements, we search for, let's see, I'm going to go to outdoors maybe. I'm going to look for like first aid for bug bites and things like that. And I will see an option down here that says videos. So in Elements, I have access to videos. How nice is that? I'm going to find one that is available to me as my free account. I'm going to try this one. Now, when I add that video in, check it out. It's not the right size. All I have to do is drag it. Okay, oh, almost. I'm going to grab it one more time. I drag it into my space where I want it to be. And I can take a video that was like this, and now it fits in my space like this. How easy was that? And it's a video that's going to keep moving, and I just change my text that goes over it, okay? In this case, I might have to move this one backwards. I'm going to go to, nope, everything's fine. So this is already layered correctly. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my text, my format that's already created with my template. I am duplicating it and adding different video content behind it that goes along with my wording. I'm going to do that again here and do one more detail about the uses that I'm talking about. I can add a picture of our lavender by removing the background. We've already learned how to do that. I can do all of that on top of these little video clips, and it's super easy to piece those together. And then at the end, I would again maybe do something with me personally, something with my face, or maybe an image that we have of lavender from the company with like a call to action, like link in my bio, or message me for more details, or shop my website for, for more products, etc. Like you have some kind of call to action that tells people what to do after they've seen your content, right? So that's all you do is you put these little pieces together. You add text, you add images, you add videos to them, and you just check your timing. Right now it's telling me that mine is I'm at 22 seconds out of 34 seconds total. I can go in and just drag these. Let's see if my little arrows show up. If I go to the edge of any of these clips, you'll see these little gray bars that show up, and it's like a little double-sided arrow. I just drag those and make my clip last less time, and I can get that into that 15-second goal that I was looking for. As I'm working on putting all these little clips together, I can just play it. I'm going to drag this back. I just play it and make sure that things are looking the way I want them to, and keep adding in those same tools that we've been working on for a month and a half. I just keep adding those into my video. and then I save it and share it just like I have been doing with my images from Canva. So putting together a video is not that much different than putting together a graphic. It's just that it's going to work in these clips, and you just kind of drag the pieces in and readjust them. But you just want to make sure that you do play. You can either play it from down here, or there's a play button up on the top right here too. If you want to see like the preview, just make sure you always preview it to make sure that everything is transitioning and moving the way that you want it to. Okay, so this is something to play around with. If this is daunting to you, this is not something you have to do right now, but we wanted to give you this tool because you already know how to work elements and text and all that stuff. So you can put this together to make those short videos and share your content in a new way. Let me know in the chat if you think you will try making a video in Canva this week to share in your social media accounts. I would love to know if you're feeling brave and you're ready to try this. It takes a little bit of playing, but if you run into any technical difficulties, you know that we're here to help always. Okay. All right, so we're going to go back to our webinar, play around with that, put those pieces together, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to work on. I'm always happy to help with those details. Okay. All right, so our call to action for this week. We want to keep working on selling 3 sets from July offers every week. So that workshop is a great way to do that. You have a workshop based on a set and you try to sell it to 3 people, right, from your workshop. So it's a very doable, very attainable goal. Keep planning that weekly workshop demo to meet that goal. Put it on your calendar, keep it consistent, invite ahead of time, and just do that simple format of a hook and a welcome, 3 to 5 products, share your offers, your timeline, your call to action at the end to make them, like move forward and do something about that information that you have shared. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone who has joined us live or who is catching the replay. I hope take a look at your to-do list. Make sure you've written down all of the things that you plan to use in your youth business this week. And I hope you all have a wonderful, productive week with your used business.